let's go through 3 non-binary operations: the absolute value, factorial, and greatest integer function. All these operations need only one value to get the answer. Let's start with the absolute value. The absolute value tells you how far a number is from 0. It doesn't matter if the number is less than or greater than 0. It just tells you how far the number is from 0. The symbol for absolute value are 2 vertical bars. All right, let me show you an example. The absolute value of 3 is 3. If you look at 3 on the number line, how far is it from the number 0? It's 3. The absolute value of -4 is 4. It gives you the distance of 4 from 0 to the number line. It doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. It gives you the distance of this number from 0. Absolute value of -87.5. It's 87.5. And absolute value of 0 is 0. Basically, the absolute value gives you an undirected distance, the distance from 0 without regard to direction. The absolute value operation does not pay attention to whether the number is less than or greater than 0. It just tells you how far the number is from 0. Next, we come to factorial. Factorial is very easy. It takes in one number, that's why it's called non-binary, and it is represented by a exclamation mark. All right, this is a very easy topic. Let's see. Let's find the factorial of 5. This is how we write factorial. It is actually equal to all the numbers less than 5. 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Factorial of 3 is 3 times 2 times 1. Very easy. Factorial of 10 is 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So it's a very easy calculation to do, but it could be quite long. One thing you have to remember, the factorial of 0 is always equal to 1. Okay, that was easy. Next, we move on to the greatest integer. The greatest integer function takes any number and changes it to the greatest integer it exceeds. All right, it may sound confusing. Let's do an example. It is denoted by 2, like a double bracket. All right, you're basically going to cut off the decimal value and make calculations easier when you use the greatest integer function. Let's do it for some numbers. Let's say 4.5. Greatest integer of 4.5 is actually equal to 4. We remove the fraction value. Let's see another example. -3.9. Now over here, we go to the value which is smaller than -3, which would be -4, only for negative numbers. Whereas here we go to the value which is actually smaller than the smallest number possible. We can't take -3 here because that will actually be larger than 3.9, which is not possible. We have to go to number smaller than 3.9. Then greatest integer of any regular number is a number itself. All right? You just cut off the decimal points and go to the smallest number possible. All right? All right. So that was greatest integer function. Could be a little confusing, but you will get used to it as time goes by. So today we learned the absolute value, factorial, and the greatest integer function.